Hey everyone, Erin here, and I'm here today with my Booktube-A-Thon 2015 wrap-up. I did a lot better than I did last year, so that is a huge plus. I still didn't do quite as well as I would have wanted, but considering the amount of time I had this past week, I think I did pretty good. I am a little bummed that I didn't get to do any of the video challenges or kind of post some daily updates. However, I just worked all last week. By the time I got home from work, I only had like 2 hours or so to record and to submit the video challenge. So instead of just coming home and recording that challenge or video, I just decided to use that time to read instead of that. So I think that actually did help me complete a lot more than I probably would have if I would have participated in the challenges. Challenges always seem so fun, so I am a little bummed that I didn't get to participate in them. So hopefully next year will be better and I will have more time to participate in those. So like I said, I think I did pretty well. I did end up reading 4 books, so I didn't complete my personal goal of reading 5. I did read part of a 5th book, but I didn't read the whole thing, so I guess we're not really counting it. So I'm just going to quickly kind of show you the books that I read, what challenges they completed, and then kind of a little short just what I thought about them. So the first book that I read right away for the Booktube-A-Thon was The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins, and I started off really well with the Booktube-A-Thon. I read this book in just like a day and a half, which is pretty good considering it's a quite long book. I really enjoyed it, and it started off my reading for the Booktube-A-Thon really well, and it just really helped me get into the mood of reading. And The Girl on the Train completed the challenge of reading someone else's favorite book. I picked up was Day 21 by Cass Morgan. I ended up really enjoying this one also. I flew through this one. I think I read this one in just like a day. Again, at the beginning of the Booktube-A-Thon, that's kind of when I did a majority of my reading, but I really enjoyed it. I absolutely flew through it. It's a really easy read, and I'm starting to enjoy this series a little bit more. I'm finally being able to separate the TV show from the book series. I obviously watched the TV show before I got into the book series, and so they're completely different. There is basically nothing that's the same, especially in this book. Really nothing that happens in the TV show happens in the book, so they're really changing it from one another, but I'm starting to really enjoy the series and being able to separate the two and not compare them, so that's a really good thing. And Day 21 completed the challenge of reading an author who shares the same first letter of their last name, which was M by Cass Morgan. So the third book I picked up was I Was Here by Gail Foreman, and I really enjoyed this one also. I took like kind of a day break in the middle of the Booktube-A-Thon just because I was really busy that day, so I didn't really have time to read, and so I finally picked this one up I think on the 4th day, and I absolutely flew through it. I think I pretty much read this one also in a day. I really enjoyed it, and I'll talk a little bit more about it in my wrap-up for August, but I loved it. I Was Here completed the challenge of reading the last book that you acquired, so that completed that one. The 4th book I picked up was Mouse by Art Spiegelman, and this one was a graphic novel, and it's one that I've been really wanting to read for a long time, and I really enjoyed it. It definitely did not let me down. This is my first graphic novel I've ever read. I've been wanting to get into them for quite some time, but they're just really expensive and I haven't really known where to start and what are some good ones. So I'm happy I started with this one and I really enjoyed it. I read this one Saturday, and this was completed the challenge of reading a book without putting it down, and I did that with this one. It was a quite fast and easy read. This one also completed the challenge of reading a book that I really wanted to read. And the 5th book that I started kind of but didn't finish was True Ghosts by Andrew Hogman. I actually only read like 50 pages of it, so just like the first 2 short stories in it, and I'm enjoying it so far. I don't know if I'll necessarily continue it right away after the Booktube-A-Thon. I feel like I might save this one more for Halloween and just be one that I kind of pick up every once in a while and just read a few of the short stories in it. But I am enjoying it. It's a little not exactly what I was expecting, so it's just kind of a little bit slower for me to go through it, but I am enjoying it. And this one did complete the challenge of reading a book with blue on the cover, but since I didn't really complete it, then I guess it doesn't really count. But I had some other books in my pile that had blue on the cover, so we'll count those as that challenge. So the only challenge that I didn't complete was reading 7 books. Otherwise, those books all kind of covered all of the other challenges. The only 2 books that I didn't get through were A Dark and Twisted Tide by Sharon Bolton, which I'm okay with that because I want to read this one slower and at my own time. So I am excited to start this one now that the Booktube-A-Thon is over because I just in love with this series. So I didn't get to that one, and I also didn't get to Shattered Souls by Mary Lindsay, which was just the 7th book that I kind of threw in for the Booktube-A-Thon. So seeing that I read 4.5 books, I feel like that's pretty good considering that they weren't necessarily short books besides Mouse. So I think that was pretty good, and considering the time I had to read during this Booktube-A-Thon, I was a little busy. I think I did pretty well. Those were the 4.5 books that I ended up reading during the Booktube-A-Thon. I hope you guys had an awesome week of reading if you participated in the Booktube-A-Thon. Also, if you guys participated in it, you guys should link or let me know so that I can see if you did some video challenges, or if you posted an update video at the end, or wrap up, then I would love to see those. I love those kind of videos. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.